gonna, for starters, kind of scratch out a little line in this drive to get some water kind of straight out from that little pot. It just sits there. So he dug a little trench across the base rock to get the drain out, but now I'm going to kind of move it over where it's at the edge, and I think we'll put a pipe in or do a little something. All the roads and everything seem like they're higher here than what the grade or the ground is. So I'm just going to take the grading bucket and kind of scratch out the edge of the driveway and pull it back to that low spot and try to shape it to hit over here, and then we'll scratch out the edge of the road and put a pipe in there. I just kind of got in the habit of starting my videos, just throwing the camera and the excavator or whatever machine I'm in and trying to explain what I'm going to do for the day in there. I figure it gives you guys a little something more to watch than just listening to me walking around. See how froze the top of the ground is this morning. Got down to like 20 last night. It's supposed to get to 55 today, but we got a real strong south wind, so it doesn't feel real warm yet. And then Monday they're calling for 64 degrees, and then Tuesday I think it's back to 40 and rain, and then Wednesday like 30 and rain switching to snow, and anywhere between 3 and 8 inches of snow is what they're calling for. And then Thursday the high is only like 24 and the low is 4. So it's just a crazy year. That's cold for us. Guess we'll just set that right there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I have to go put the tooth bucket on. If we actually, I don't know, it's hard to say. Sometimes they call for that much snow and we get like an inch. Sometimes they're spot on. So if you remember last February, we got 8 or 10 inches of snow 1 week, and that's where I did all my snow videos and stuff, so it can very well happen again. I don't need to dig it way down, but this stuff you can, if I just kind of break it up and scratch it, then I can shape it how I want. How much of a pain it is working in places that's like 12 and 18 inches of frost. And this is, you know, like 3 inches of maybe here is annoying enough. So. That's the problem. I just want to shave it down like an inch or so, but it's like, you got to take it down more and then just reshape it. Kind of finished just dressing up some of this afternoon and cleaning up some mud, so I didn't film a whole lot, but this was the drain that I started working on Saturday. I got it put in here. I got Rodney's trailer moved back, and then I kind of extended it out a little bit and arced that over some more. But I kind of slicked all that area up. Yeah, maybe you can see it better now. The sun's always in the wrong spot down here, but yeah, I got that area slicked up. It does have fall going down the edge of the driveway. And then right before the water meter, it kind of drains into the driveway and all through that clean rock and out there. This, I don't know if I ever showed the end result here. This is the base for the flagpole. So they had that steel pipe in there to kind of hold it over the hole and keep it level. So I guess they'll just get cut off, and then they'll have like a 12-foot diameter pad or something around, and they may even pour a little wall on there, or there'll be like a bench if you want to sit, and then that flag will bolt to it. And I believe they're going to mount a light on top of that to shine up, because you either got to take the flag down every night or you got to have a light on it. I think they're just going to raise and lower it every morning and have a little ceremony for that. And then so that's how that looks. It won't be this week because we got some weather rolling in tomorrow, so it may be another week and they'll be back to pour that. I got my little mound. There's no good way on the camera, like it doesn't matter how I stand, it doesn't hardly pick it up. I mean, especially like now with the shadow, but it's basically just looks like a giant little turtle shell right through here, and then it kind of dips down and goes over there. It looks maybe like a pear. That's gonna help this whole area drain, and then when they get that done, I'm gonna put some dirt around there, so it may have a little bit of a swell to this side, and then everything drains over here. It doesn't look like it, but it's got a little bit of fall every few feet. It runs along the edge of the driveway. And then we kind of got a little, I don't know, foot tall berm here. This pecan mulch will fill that area up. I cut this down and he went ahead and sodded here. I'm gonna dress my rock up on the edge of my sod, and then just kind of a little extra. We only had room for a 4-inch pipe, so I stuck it in there, but everything from here down is just all clean rock, so there's no fines or anything. So all that water will make its way out, and we just kind of got it set up like this for now. With turquoise pipe is the downspout for the barn, and then that white pipe is what I had left on this piece right here. And I got all this pretty much shaped how I'd like it, and it's pretty slimy today, so I couldn't really do a whole lot more, but we'll either sod around that or cut those off even, or just kind of see what this rain does, and we may dress that up a little bit more. What else? Yeah, he put some sod right here because that's where that downspout goes, right there to the corner. But and then they got the little platform built. I got to do the handrail and stuff, but that'll be where the kids can run up, and I think it's going to be 8 or 9 feet above the airbag down here. So we'll just be able to run up and just jump off, and there'll be kind of like a net or something all around there, and they have to go out where those other 2 posts are closer together, and there'll be a sidewalk and then back around there. So that's going to be that little attraction. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for here, at least for this week. And the reason I say that is you can tell I'm in a t-shirt today because it's what's today, January 31st. It is 67 degrees. And then tomorrow is going to be, I think, 50 or 52. And it starts to rain, and then tomorrow night it's like 28, rain switching to snow. Wednesday the high is only like 30, and they're calling anywhere between 5 and 12 inches of snow, I believe, possibly more on Thursday. So everything's gonna get real wet, real muddy. I'm actually gonna go and pick up a Takeuchi W95 wheel loader and try that out. I think it's a 18,000 pound, 16 or 18,000 pound, 114 horse wheel loader. So it's the size bigger than the one they use to unload my loader with. I'm gonna go get that tomorrow and just bring it to my house, because my biggest pet peeve with the snow, I usually have to use my pickup and my small trailer and put my loader on there with that 8-foot snow box. But I just hate getting out and chaining the stuff down, or Part of it, I don't really like driving my truck with that trailer on, because I had one incident where the trailer kind of tried to come around the front of the truck one time, and I don't know, I didn't tear anything up. I scratched up one of the wheels on my truck, because luckily it's lifted and the trailer went underneath there, but it was enough to kind of spook me. So yeah, I just want something where I can just walk outside, get in it, and just drive it to the job. So I thought if we're gonna have, you know, 8 inches to a foot of snow, now's gonna be a great time to try that out. My dealer hooked me up. We have a new, I think it's new, it may be a year old. They had I don't know, put a battery or something in it today, so it makes me think it's been sitting there for a little while, but it's a W95 Takeuchi wheel loader. So look forward for some videos for that. So I'll either go get it and then it won't completely snow, which is fine because I've got those houses to go tear down, or you guys will see some snow videos with me and a wheel loader. So I was gonna run mine, but it's usually just me and him that does all these lot clearing. We may be able to get somebody else to run his backhoe, but I basically just kind of wanted to try this go around. I've done it all, you know, with the skid steers and the loaders before, and trucking it and stuff like that. So we're gonna try it with a wheel loader this time. So maybe it'll make for some interesting footage. But yeah, that's kind of a wrap here. So we got pretty much this whole area up here, except for, like I said, around the flagpole, kind of graded out to where everything kind of drains off in one uniform slope now. So I got to come back in a couple weeks and work around that. And then I think we got one more slide we're going to add in the back of the big hill on Prairie Hills. But he didn't have all the material here, so I didn't want to dig into that today. So this is how this is going to look. I think he's going to throw some seed out maybe either tomorrow or Wednesday, because a great time to seed is when there's snow on the ground, because when it melts, it'll just pull that seed down into the ground, and snow is all just pretty much pure nitrogen. So it may not do much right now, but in the springtime you'll have some nice green grass pop up. So I think that's his plan, is just to cast out a bunch of fescue rye mix on some of this. Like, probably not here, because I still got work to do there, but that section and that part out there, wherever he can get it on there. So okay, I've probably talked everybody's leg off, so we're heading to the shop. We're gonna unload everything and see when the snow gets here.